There are many options for directors of a company facing financial difficulty in the UK. As part of the initial advice, the team at Middlebrook set out several alternatives, ranging from informal agreements to other formal insolvency procedures. The appropriate option depends heavily on the severity of the financial situation and the potential for business rescue. Business rescue and continuation options. An informal agreement with creditors. If the financial difficulties are temporary and there is no immediate threat of legal action, directors can contact creditors to negotiate informal agreements for deferred or even reduced payments. This is not legally binding and a creditor can withdraw at any time. A Company Voluntary Arrangement or CVA. This is a formal, legally binding agreement between a company and its creditors to repay all or part of its debts over an agreed period, often several years. Directors typically remain in control of the business, and once approved by a majority of creditors, all unsecured creditors are bound by the terms. A standalone moratorium. Introduced by the Corporate Insolvency and Governance Act of 2020, this procedure provides a struggling company with a short period of protection, initially only 20 business days, from creditor enforcement action. This breathing space allows directors the time to seek professional advice and formulate a rescue plan, such as a CVA or restructuring plan. A restructuring plan. Another option under the Corporate Insolvency and Governance Act of 2020 allows a company to compromise with its creditors and shareholders to restructure its debts. It's similar to a CVA, but it offers far more flexibility and includes a cram-down power, allowing the court to approve the plan even if a class of creditors has voted against it. Administration. A formal process where the company is handed over to an insolvency practitioner. It places a bubble around the company, meaning that creditors can't take legal action to recover their debts or start a compulsory liquidation without the permission of the court. There are some company closure options if rescue isn't possible. If the company cannot continue to trade, formal closure may be the only option. A Creditors Voluntary Liquidation or CVL. This is a formal insolvency process initiated by the company's directors and shareholders when the company is insolvent and unable to pay its debts. A licensed insolvency practitioner is appointed as liquidator to cease the company's business, sell its assets, and distribute the proceeds to creditors. This allows directors to walk away from the unsecured debts and ensures legal compliance in closing down an insolvent business. Striking off or dissolution. This is for solvent companies that have ceased to trade and have no outstanding debts. It's a high-risk method if the company has creditors, as they can object, and directors could face personal liability if misconduct is found. It should not be used as an alternative for formal liquidation for an insolvent company. The key advice. Seek early professional advice. The earlier directors seek advice from a licensed insolvency practitioner or solicitor, the more options they will have to turn the company around and reduce personal risk. Prioritise creditors' interests. Once a company becomes insolvent, directors' duties shift to the creditors, and they must not worsen the financial position of creditors or show preference to any one creditor. Directors should always consult a qualified professional to determine the most suitable option for their specific circumstances.